Right then, so hello people, how are we all doing? It's October 16th, not that, click this, yep, there we go, that's what I meant to click, October 16th. It's been a good fair few days since the release of the update. That was incredibly awkward. I'm still suffering from problems. And those problems are the very reason why the Ghoulish Gains case has managed to maintain its price. So, you might have noticed that, hey, it's still selling for around 7 cents? Huh, but you said it goes down to about 3 cents very easily. Well, here's what happened. Do you remember? You might have seen my video, so if we go back over to here, this one. TF2 Halloween 2022 release builders and issues. Yes, there were issues. Everybody suffered issues, suffered problems. Nobody could get their cases. Nobody could sell things. There was plenty of problems, and because of all those problems, the case went down and then went back up and then went down. Basically, the idlers never bothered because it was so broken. I cannot express how awkward it's been this year. We still have problems trying to click. Show me show me my things. Come on, you can do it. Please, please, please. It doesn't work. So we've been dealing with that, and it's just not working, and we've just had to cope. So yeah, this case is probably not the best thing to reflect in the future. We should not look back at it and say, right, this did well for for a reasonable amount of time. No, we were incredibly glitched, incredibly broken. We couldn't do anything about it. We suffered very badly. So yeah, it's not been the best Halloween in terms of unusual effects as well. So let's just go through that real quickly. So as you are aware, if you've seen the video, we did not get a God tier effect this year, which was very unfortunate. And yeah, let me just quickly show you all the accepted. There you go. Yeah, and show me unusual. So if we could just get through to that unusual effect. They're nice, but they weren't God tier. People weren't chasing after them. People did not desire to try and get these on specific hats. They weren't chasing them. It didn't go down very well. I like that. It's cool, but we needed some extra stuff. We got to have some fairly basic ones, so I'm not going to rule that out. We can't just have a super amazing 5 God tier effects. You've got to have at least some of them so so it doesn't become inflated. Prices don't become inflated then. So, yeah, people didn't care too much. I really do like Diva Dan's one though. I think he did a very good effort trying to make something very, very creative. But people looked at it and said, it's not God tier. It's not what I want. It's not what I want on my hats. So, yeah, we have problems. And because of that, with the... come on, you can work. Please work. There we go. Wonderful. Tough Break case never reached $1, which is unfortunate. It's very, very, very sad. I don't know what to say, chat. Well, I do know what to say. There weren't the effects to chase after. This is still one of the very best cases to open, but the unboxing numbers just aren't there. People don't have the desire to open up right here, right now, because the effects just aren't really worth chasing after. So, yeah, right now it's sitting at 57 cents. Is this the end? No, I had to do a follow-up video, if you recall, right here, because, yes, it might not have been a great Halloween, but in 6 weeks' time we have TF2 Christmas, Smithmas, and we still have a pretty decent chance of potentially seeing a God tier Christmas effect. Winter, cold, silly, fun things. So, again, you've got to keep an eye on the workshop. You've got to keep an eye out for... Let's just go over to here. All the possible Christmas effects. Look at that! Frosty Moon! Yeah! How big is it? Quick, quick, quick. Be huge. Be massive. Come on, come on, come on. Make it absolutely massive. I think this is a bit of a joke one. Because the joke is that moon effects are always usually considered God tier. This guy's probably just trying to do that. But hey, if that was accepted... that probably would be a God tier effect simply due to size. There we go. Now it's a nice detail. So yeah, chat, YouTube, you have to go through all of these and vote, show your support, and that's all we can do right now. So what new cosmetics, what new war paints, unusual effects to specifically look at all the oh yeah that Yes, loads of people like that. I really wanted to see Murky Moon being accepted, but if we're going to have a Christmas one, I would say this one would look really cool. That's huge. It looks really nice. But Cosmic Energy, is it your time? Let's see. And also, chat, YouTube, I would like to point out, there are Smithmas tags. If I click this, it will show me everything with the Smithmas tag. So people specifically trying to get something accepted that they specifically intended to be for Smithmas. Now, remember, look at the recent ones, because some of these things are probably from like 2 years ago, maybe. So yeah, we haven't got a whole bunch of them just yet, because we literally just had Halloween, so do be prepared for that. And do be prepared for the possibility that we won't see war paints. War paints didn't appear last year for Christmas, but they might appear. They have appeared before, but it seems to be yes, no, yes, no. So this year it probably will be yes. So we have to keep an eye out for great unusual effects, and we have to keep an eye out for various cosmetics and you know what. So yeah. So the Tough Break case, we got to sit and wait on it again now. If we do see a very nice God tier effect, like that Cosmic Energy, is it God tier? Nah. Is it big and noticeable and cool looking? If there's something to chase after, people will open cases trying to get it onto hats. So we have one more attempt in 6 weeks' time. Can we see a God tier effect potentially come out for 2022? We shall see. Now let me point out to you, last year for Halloween we got a God tier effect, very nice. But for the Christmas in 2021, bad. People did not care for it, and that was a very bad time. But this year, Halloween, no God tier effect. People aren't really unboxing these cases that much. Very unfortunate. But might we see an unusual effect for Christmas? Maybe. And with that possibility, I'm holding out for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm holding on to my cases. If we do see a very good effect or a batch of very decent good effects, we could very easily potentially see a whole bunch of these being bought out purely to be opened, and then the price hopefully will reach $1 at some point this year. Now, it did peak. It did peak up to around 80 cents this year. It's not the best, but Tough Break case did go up in price. Regardless of the effects, cases will still go up in price. It peaked at around 80 cents and then it cooled off fairly quickly. Not the best, but it did go up in price. And Crimson Cash case just didn't really budge. So right now we have a bit more appearing on the market. Currently sitting at 12 cents. Did it change that much during the beginning of October? Well, as you can see, it went and peaked a little bit up, and then ever since then it cooled down and went down in price. Not by an insane amount, but what you've got to understand is this is still one of the best cases to open. It's got great chances of getting some all-class effects, all-class hats with great effects, if there were great effects. I'm not sure if people are going to want to open this to get Christmas effects on those hats. Some of the hats in this are very gimmicky for Halloween, I should point out. But, yeah, we have to hold out now for Christmas time. So, yeah, it peaked, but then it went down. It cooled off fairly quickly. But there's one more thing that I wanted to talk about. And that is, well, first of all, I also want to talk about the new cases cosmetics. They've held up fairly okay as time's gone on. They haven't immediately crashed in price because I don't think they're being opened that much. So, well, there you go. It's helping out the prices of the cosmetics quite a lot because people just aren't opening the case that much. But the unusuals, we'll move on to them in a bit. So, yeah. Safety stripes and all that there. Just getting a good idea, because this year we got 2 reds. And how are they looking right now at the moment? Propaniac is selling for around $3. Cranial Cow is selling better than that. And Alcoholic Automaton. So I've been informed. I'm not sure if it's 100% confirmed, but Cranial Cow might be a quick switch. It might be a quick switch. We shall see. But yeah, apparently this is a quick switch, so we'll probably see that evidently with the unusuals. So the cheapest unusual right now is selling for like $25. That's okay. And oh look, there's the Oni Man. So the Oni Man, the regular Oni Man, is still selling for around $8. That's all right. And the Strange Oni Man is selling for like $32. That's all right as well. But if we specifically looked at the unusuals, because that's usually the money makers, the things that people actually want out of the case, we can see that the Where are we? Yep, so Starlight Sorcerer, that's an all class, selling very nicely, selling for around $52, $55. What else is all class? Nothing. Nothing else is on. No. Okay, so that's unfortunate. But then we have Oni Man. Oni Man. No, currently doesn't. It doesn't currently exist. And I should point out we're still waiting for like 4 more Strange Unusuals. It's not been open that much, and we are still sitting here waiting for Unusual Victorian Villainy, Strange Unusual Cranial Cow, Strange Unusual Propaniac, and Strange Unusual Oni Man. So yeah, when it's not being open that much, yeah. And I'm not sure if Cranial Cow is a quick switch because it would be a much higher price if it was. So yeah. What else is there to discuss? That would be the unusualifiers. Because this year's taunt unusual effects were actually fairly decent. They were a fairly decent price. Now, if I want to just take a look and see the ones that, not the new ones, but like Kazotsky Kick, Conga, yeah, interactive group effects. Yeah, there's been a lot of people buying them. A lot of people have been buying them. Buying them out, not necessarily, but are they doing a lot better since before? They haven't spiked. The taunt unusual effects were appealing, and people did go for them, but I'm not sure if they're like super crazy. Like, I'm not sure overall if trying to get great unusual taunts is even really a thing. Is there that much demand for it in comparison to hats, for example, and whatnot? So we did see on the front page a lot of unusualifiers were being bought out. We saw that on the day. I have it in my video. But yeah, the effects were good, but no good no good hat effects, unfortunately. So yeah, and that's the current front page. Things are iffy. Like right now, I'm using a VPN just to be able to show all of this because I have so many links open. Valve thinks I'm a bot. Because with so many Steam links opened, it's constantly requesting data, and it's like, well, hang on a minute, why are you requesting so much? You seem like a naughty person, and that's something I have to be prepared for in the future now. It's unfortunate, but yeah, this is the state of the current situation with the Valve's the Steam servers. Sorry, the Steam servers. So with Christmas time, I really do need to be prepared for that. And chat, as I've said, you need to take a look at all of the cosmetics, the war paints, and the unusual effects. And if you like it, you've got to vote for it because we need to see some nice things appearing for Christmas time this year. Yeah, when it loads, very nice, very large, cool effect. I like it. I know other people like it as well. Let's see if you're lucky this Christmas time, Shadowbolt. And then we got all the silly things in between, like the description tags, because that still has a demand. That's not influenced by good effects and whatnot. People still want to trade up, trying to get the haunted cosmetics. So this is currently selling for 13 cents. It's October 16th, currently selling for 13 cents. And as I said before, if you bought into these a good few months ago, around May time, you could have bought these for like 6-7 cents. Yeah, it's not a drastically huge increase in price, but it's still doubled in price. So, very nice. And yeah, chat, do you have any questions? And yeah, Benji, you're correct. Those links. Benji's just posted all the links that I was looking for just a little bit earlier. So, it's awkward. It is awkward. Oh, Violet Vermin's doing quite alright. Hardly any quantity, and it's selling for like 21 cents. Damn, buddy, you are quiet. You've been creeping up along, haven't you? Oh, but yeah, that has God tier effects by default. Yeah, you can't see them now, but it has them by default, so it's always a great thing to open. Any questions? All good? Alright. So, Festivizers will be for Christmas. The special thing that you get when you unbox during Christmas time. So that'll give you the extra incentive. War paints. We could do war paints. Yeah, war paints. We'll do a real quick look at war paints. I actually want to show you off some of the builds I've done for all of the weapons. So, Scream Fortress, Factory New. So again, let me just tell you, it's October 16th. This is the current state of things. This is currently selling for like 65 cents. Oh, wait, is this an order? Really? Oh, damn, these are more expensive than I realised. So that's selling for like 65 cents. That's selling for like $1.10. That's selling for like $1.15. That's selling for like $1.15. That's like $1.30. Same here, $1.30. This is almost $1.50. This is almost $1.50. Yep, Ghoul Blaster. Ghoul Blaster's funny because the Battle Scarred even looks good because all the green scratches it has. In fact, why don't I just show you? Show me Ghoul Blaster. Has all these green scratches, and yeah, makes it look like it's glowing. So that right there, right now, is the cheapest one selling for like $14. It's cool. I like it when things like that are made. So it stands out more. It's interesting, and it has more value overall. But yeah, the strangers are very expensive. Even the blues, that's selling for like $9. For $14, $15, $22 to $24. Yeah, it's all very expensive. Here's our red one. That's a pink. Pink selling for like $7. Oh damn! I didn't mention the other one. So the other pink right here, Ghoul Blaster, that's selling for like $6.50, $7. The red wasn't the most super appealing looking Halloweeny red war paint. Still selling for like $22, $23. And as I said, the strangers, the war paint strangers are expensive, not super expensive, but they're valuable. So here you go, factory new pink selling for like $110. And then if we move on to the second page, we'll see Ghoul Blaster is selling for like $115. We don't even have a strange unusual red, but what I can do is I can just do a URL edit and we can see that what you got to take a look at this. I think two of them sold for like $600. I'm not joking. So here you go. Yeah. So the buy order's right here. That's the highest buy order right there is like I can just show you. $180. And this first one here, well, the very first one sold for like $220, $230. Third one sold for like $600, and then the second one sold for like $630. It's been ridiculous, and that's just what it's like. Now, I'm not sure if this was just someone transferring money over from one account to another, trying to make it look more appealing, more valuable. I'm not sure, but yeah, war paints have actually been fairly decent, even though they didn't look super amazing. They're doing alright still. So war paints are a good thing to invest into. I've bought many of them, I've flipped many of them, and now I'm just going to quickly show off all of the war paint weapons that I've invested into. So I bought a whole bunch of these. I do a fairly low price of around maybe a quarter of a third, so some of these are close to around $1 and whatnot. I only really go for factory news. I tried my best to try and see if I could get one of the red war paints at field tested, but yeah, I've been buying a whole bunch of these. As you can see, I've been putting the buy orders down, I've been trying my luck, and I have succeeded. I've bought a whole bunch of these, flipped them for a much higher price, made some decent profits. It does work, but you've got to put the effort in, you've got to keep looking, and for that, you have to search like here. So Hypergon. Show me all the Hypergons. And do I see any more war? Let's go with factory news. More specifically, can I see if there's any Hypergon factory news? And we've got a knife there. We've got a thing there. Oh, shotgun. Do we have that? Do we have a buy order in that yet? Oh, it's just appeared. There we go. Another thing to go for. Right, so here's another thing. If you don't know what to offer, just highlight the name of the weapon, type in war paint instead, make sure it's capital war and paint. So here we are. It's currently selling for about $1.50, as we said earlier. So why don't I just offer like a 90 cents or $1? There we go. 0.752. Done. Bosh. Easy. And at some point in the future, I will buy them and I'll flip them for around $1.50. It's not an insane profit, but it's profit. It all adds up. You've got to attack it, and you've got to try your best to succeed, and you will do eventually. So, yeah, that's that. So, we just got to sit here and wait for Smizmus. If I could just probably look that up. Smizmus. Nope, doesn't want to help me out. How about we try once more? Nope, okay, what if we go Google? There we go. Smizmus. There we go. Thank you very much, Google. Now you're wanting to help me. So, last year, Smizmus 2021, that's cool. I guess we'll just look at that. So, yeah, it came out on December 2nd for the Americans. For me, it was December 3rd. It comes out early December. and it is the next thing that we have to look forward to. I'm very sorry if that just gave you flashbang. I don't have the thing to stop it, but yeah, it gave us a whole bunch of maps, gave us a whole bunch of cosmetics, and it gave us a month's worth of limited time Smithmas effects, where much like with Halloween, you could only unbox these effects, and if they were good, people would have gone crazy unboxing things, but none of them were good. But this year, fingers crossed, we shall see. That's all I can sit here and say. So we can always be positive, we can hope for the best, but yeah, you just got to be prepared. You've just got to be ready. And that is the state of things right now. Wasn't the best Halloween, wasn't the worst. Things have been okay. Prices have been fairly stable. I can't complain. I hope all of you were fairly successful in what you were doing. I hope I've helped you all out. And the very last thing that I wanted to point out is I updated my TF2 playlist, and now it has a whole bunch of things that I've been talking about. I didn't add every single video, just the ones that specifically were there to help you out in regards to like, why does this spike up in price, investing into Voodoo Curse Souls, this special investment pattern, what prices I offer for war paints and cosmetics, and blah 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 blah. You get the idea. So things to help out you and other people in the future. It's all there. Thank you all for helping. Thank you all for watching, helping me out, and other things and whatnot. Chat. YouTube, you've been there supporting me and whatnot. I understand not everybody here is for TF2. I understand loads of people think TF2 is dead, but we're still here. We're still trying. We still see people are buying and selling. We can keep going with this, and I'm happy for it. So December time, that's what we've got to wait for. 6 weeks to go. Let's see what happens.